Okay, so hello, grade 7. Welcome to week number 6. So today we will discuss and learn how to create a motion graph. I know. So I am Sir Wawi, your ever curious science buddy. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe para lagi kang updated sa mga susunod pang videos. Alright, let's start. So akala ko kasi po nakapagawa na ako ng week 6. So while checking my video uploads dito sa YouTube, wala pa pala akong week 6 ng grade 7. Sorry for those teachers na nagme-message sa akin na gumawa na ako ng week 6 kasi akala ko meron na yun pala grade 8 pa lang yung na gawan ko kasi ang dami kong ginawa this past few days. Ang dami mga something sa school na naging okay, yun na yung nagawa ko. Pero anyway, let's discuss this grade 7. Hopefully, you will learn something in this lesson. And did you know mga anak na this lesson is just, what do you call this? Para siyang ladderized mga anak. Kasi kailangan nyo itong ma-master kasi sa grade 8, pagdating mo sa grade 8, nandun pa din ito. Okay, kaso nga lang, we will incorporate another concept. Okay, so dito sa grade 7, you will just learn okay, to create a motion graph. Okay na yung nandun is yung distance natin, a distance time graph illustrating the velocity and speed. While sa grade 8 po mga anak, nandun pa din yun, pero dadagdagan natin ng concept which is acceleration. Kaya, dapat ma-master ninyo ito. So anyway, mga mamansur, mas maganda siguro na padalhin natin sila ng graphing paper para makapag-plot sila ng maayos at makagawa sila ng maayos na slope. And then ruler, okay? And then a pencil, okay? It's up to you kung paano nyo sila tuturuan. Okay? Patience lang talaga dito kasi medyo technical at medyo mahirap kasi may halo ng math. So anyway, so for the learning competency, describe the uniform velocity and represent it using distance time graph. Okay, so mas madali pa dito mga anak kasi ang pag-aaral lang natin dito uniform velocity wherein when we say uniform, okay, constant, hindi po nagbabago, di ba? Okay, so sige. Ayan, students will be able to define uniform velocity and represent motion with uniform velocity using distance time graphs. Okay, sige. So before we continue, let's have a short review about a line graph. So draw and describe a line graph. So are you familiar with a line graph? So siguro marami na kayong na-encounter ng mga types ng graph, pero ito yung pinaka-basic, a line graph. So this is an example of a line graph, mga anak. And in a line graph, okay, it consists of two axes, the y and or the x and y axes. Na-encounter nyo na to sa math, okay? Especially if you draw a coordinate plane. Okay, so 'di ba sa coordinate plane may x and y axis. Dito rin sa atin sa paggawa ng motion graph or line graph, i-consider din natin yung x and y axis. Nakuha? Pag sinabi nating x-axis, of course, that's the horizontal. And then, pag sinabi naman nating y-axis, that's the vertical. Okay, did you get it? Sige. Ayan. So, what is a line graph? So, a line graph is a type of graph that shows changes of data in a particular period of time. So, slope describes the steepness of a line. Okay, so, dito sa line graph daw, ang ipinapakita dito is yung pagbabago, changes. Okay, na merong kinalaman yung time. Okay. At dito sa atin sa line graph, ang time natin palagi is yung nandun sa horizontal or the x-axis. Okay, so titingnan natin kung ano ba yung nagbabago. The speed, the distance. So titingnan natin. Later, At may nabanggit, slope. Slope describe the steepness of a line. So saan po ba sir yung slope diyan? Ito yung slope mga anak. Yung parang may arrow na papataas. Okay, that's the slope. At pag sinabi nating steepness, okay, so ang sinasabi nilang steepness ay kung gaano katarik or kabilis yung pag-akyat ng arrow or pagbaba. Depende yan, pag-akyat or pagbaba, okay, ng line graph. So, ibig sabihin, pag straight pataas, mas mabilis. Okay, it pertains increasing, no? Mas mabilis yung pag-increase. Pero, kung halimbawa, pataas, may biglang baba, pataas, ibig sabihin, mabilis, then bumagal, okay, something like that. Okay, so dito sa science, sa mga motion graphs or sa mga distance time graph, mas dire-diretso, ibig sabihin nun, mas mabilis. Pero, okay, um, pagbaba, okay, ibig sabihin, bumagal. Okay, so titingnan natin, later, tuturuan naman tuturuan ko kayo kung paano gumawa ng isang motion graph. Ayan, so line graph consists of x and y axis. So each representing a distinct variable. So tama naman ano. So sabi ko nga sa inyo, laging may x and y axis po ang ating line graph or a motion graph. Ayan. So, define a slope and give its formula. Okay, so ano ba yung slope na tinatawag? Nasabi ko na, it describes the steepness of a graph. Kung kaano kabilis yung pag-akyat or pagbaba. Ano, it shows the change in y and x coordinates of plotted points. So, may mga points diyan. So, dito sa ating arrow, meron tayong 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 na points. Okay, so tuturuan naman kayo ng mga teachers. Mas maganda kung ipo-point natin, ano, lagyan ng mga points mga teachers para mas gets nila, ano. Mahirap kasi dito sa akin sa lecture, hindi kasi ako, wala kasi akong yung parang pan-drawing. It usually represented by mathematical expression, slope of line. Okay, so tingnan natin yung formula. Oh. Slope of line is equal to rise over run, wherein the rise is the change in the y coordinates and the run is the change in the x coordinates. So this is the mathematical representation of the slope. This is the formula. So sabi dyan, no, slope of the line, which is represented by m, is equal to the rise over, okay, over run. Okay. So yung rise po natin, it represents the change in the y coordinates. And then yung ating run is changes in x coordinates. Pag rise, change in y, and then pag run naman is change in x coordinates. Okay. So sige, true or false muna tayo. Okay, so a line graph uses the x-axis and y-axis to represent two different variables. Is it true or false? Correct, it's true. So yung line graph naman talaga natin laging may x and y axis para i-represent yung two different variables. Ano? And then, in a distance time graph, both axis represents distance. Is it true na yung y and x-axis ay parehas distance? Kakasabi pa nga lang natin sa number 1, they are different variables. So, ibig sabihin magkaiba yon yung x and y axis. So, this one is false. So, the slope of a line shows how steep the graph is. How steep? Yung slope ba ang tinutukoy kung gaano ka steep para makita kung gaano kabilis or kabagal yung let's say, velocity or speed. Okay, is it true or false? Correct, it's true. Ayan, the slope of a line is calculated as rise divided by run. True or false? Correct pa din. It's true. Ano, what do you call it? Rise divided by run. Yung ating rise nga, it represents the changes in y coordinates while run represents the changes in x coordinates. Okay, so number 5. The rise in the slope formula refers to the change in x coordinates. Is it true or false? Okay, it's false. Ano, hindi po. Kasi ang rise, kakasabi ko nga lang po, it's the change in y coordinates. Yung x coordinates is yung run. Did you get it? Okay, so sige. Ayan, so let's start in activity number 1, observing motion of a car. And for the objectives, describe how a car moves based on the given illustration. So meron tayong PowerPoint presentation. And then for the instructions, look at dots or look at the dots showing the car's position over time. And then answer the questions about distance and motion. The number 3, sketch your own distance time graph from the data. So are you ready? Ayan. So, describe the motion of the car. So, ito yung ating illustration. And then, the dot. Okay? The dot represents the different positions taken or take by the car. Kung saan siya galing. Okay, so what can you see about the distances? Is it equal? Is it different? Okay, so tingnan natin. Ano? So, analyzing motion. So, question number 1. What can you say about the distances between the dots that represent the cover distance per unit time? Okay, ano yung pansin natin dun sa distance? Magkakaiba ba yung layo? Okay, the distances are the same. Okay, so 'di ba? Magkakaparehas. So ibig sabihin yung car gumagalaw siya in a constant speed or velocity na hindi nagbabago yung bilis. Okay, or uniform yung bilis niya hindi nagbabago. Kung doon sa first dot, yung kanyang bilis is 2 meter per second, okay, pagdating sa second and so on and so forth, 2 meter per second pa din. The distances are the same. So ibig sabihin we can uh, conclude that the speed or velocity of the car is constant. Okay. Next, number 2. What happens to the distance as time increases? Anong nangyayari sa distance as time increases? tumataas ba, humahaba yung distance or papaikli? Okay, habang what do you call this, humahaba yung oras. Siyempre, as time increases, yung distance din natin ay humahaba. Okay, hindi pwedeng bumaba yung distance natin. Hindi pwedeng pababa ang distance. It's always pataas. 'Di ba? It's always the long or the greatest number when it compares to displacement. Pag displacement yan, possible bumaba yan. Pero pag distance, it um answer the question the total distance covered by a particular object. Okay, so habang tumataas yung oras, tumataas din or humahaba yung distance na nakakover ng isang object as long as it moves. Okay, next. As time increases, distance also increases uniformly. Okay, so sige. What can you see about the motion of the car? Especially this one. Ano masasabi natin dun sa motion ng car? Is it uniform and constant speed or indifferent speed? Ano ba? Okay, the car is moving at constant speed or in constant motion, hindi nagbabago. Kasi tingnan natin yung distances ng mga dots. 'Di ba? Pare-parehas. Ayan. So, sketch the distance time graph. Okay, so sige mga anak. So, hindi pa naman yung alam to. So, anyway, this is the distance time graph. Okay, dt means distance, yung t, and then yung ts, time. Okay, so ito, laging vertical or y-axis mga anak is the distance, and then yung horizontal or the x-axis is the time. So, since walang nagbabago or constant speed yung galaw ng car, yung ating pagline or paglagay natin ng slope, simula dun sa first zero, okay, papataas. Okay. Let's say yung first dot po natin, that's the initial position. Okay, zero. Okay, so nilalagay natin dito. Then sunod is, let's say, this is 1. Ay, ilalagay natin dito. Let's say, ito yung time, 1. And then dito distance, 5 meter, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And dito yung 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, ang mga teacher nyo na lang ang magpapaliwanag kung paano natin ilalagay yung mga numbers para hindi kayo malito. At dito anak sa ating slope, lagi yung may mga dots. Tapat-tapat. Okay, kung ano yung numbers. Okay, so mas maganda mga ma'am and sir ang advice ko sa inyo. Lagi natin ng numbers, yung time and distance. Kasi dun sa LE walang mga number. Mas maganda kung meron para makita talaga ng mga bata. Ah, ito pala yun. Okay, kasi ang mga bata ngayon very ano talaga sila observant. Kung hindi sila nila maaano yun pag hindi natin ina-assess sila ng ayos. Okay, so let's start with vocabulary word hint. Okay, find and identify words hidden in the puzzle. Okay, we have our PowerPoint. Look carefully at the puzzle, box or highlight the words you find. Write the words you found on the answer sheet. Okay, so mga maman sir, ito yung may animation akong in-insert. So, mas maganda kung alam ninyo kung anong number yung mga words. Okay, so naglagay po ako ng distinction para hindi kayo malito. Okay, so paano po ba? Yung number 1 po, number 1 is yun yung distance na word. Itong number 2, line graph. Number 3, meter per second. Number 4 is slope. Number 5, speed. At number 6 is velocity. So let's say pag sinabi ng bata, okay, baka ang mauna na mahanap ng bata ay, let's say, velocity. I-click nyo lang yung number 6. Okay, and then lalabas na yung word na velocity. And then, in-next nyo na. Ganon. Okay, so sige. Start tayo. Let's say, ang unang nahanap ng bata ay line graph. So, alam natin ang line graph ay number 2. So, click natin yung 2. Okay. Pag sinabi nating line graph, a type of graph that shows changes of a data in a particular period of time. Yun ang ating nasabi kanina. Type of graph that shows changes in data, okay, in a particular period of time. And it is represented by two coordinates, yung ating x and y coordinates or axis. So, sunod na nahanap ng bata ay, okay, next na natin ito mga ma'am. Let's say, distance. Okay, yung distance po mga ma'am ay number 1. So, sige, click nyo lang yan. Ayan, so when we say distance, the change in position done by a person or object relative to its initial and final position. So, sa distance, merong initial and final position, pero hindi to para sa pababa, kundi yun yung total distance na na-cover niya. Hindi ka pwedeng mag-minus dito, kundi puro add lang, Okay, so sige. Next na natin. Okay, let's say ang nasunod na hanap ng bata ay velocity. Ang velocity ay number 6. So, sige. Ayan. So, when we say velocity, a vector quantity which consists of both magnitude of the distance covered per unit time and the direction it is headed. Okay, so pag sinabi nating velocity, yun yung vector. Okay, meron siyang magnitude of the distance covered per unit time, which is yung displacement na yan. Okay, so sige. Sunod na nahanap ng bata is meter per second. Alam natin number 3 yon. So, next muna natin to. Number 3. Okay, so it's meter per second. Yun yung unit natin. Unit of measurement for speed and velocity. Natandaan natin. Okay, next. Next na natin. Nasunod na nahanap ng bata ay speed. Okay, ang speed ay 5. Okay, so ayan. Pag sinabi nating speed, it's a scalar quantity showing the magnitude of the distance covered by an object per unit time, or simply how fast an object reach each final destination. Okay, scalar po siya, wala siyang direction, but ang concern lang po niya is how fast. Okay, yung natatravel per unit time. So, ayan. Next, sunod na nahanap ng bata ay slope. Okay, ang slope po ay number 4. So, ayan. Ayan. When we say slope, the steepness of a line, kung gaano katarik yung ating slope na na-plot depending on the given data. Okay, so sige. So we are done. Okay, we are done on the vocabulary word. And those words are important in our discussion grade 7. So here in activity number 3, graphing uniform motion. So at the end of the activity, you should be able to describe uniform motion of an object using a line graph. Okay, and then dapat meron tayong paper, pencil, and graphing paper. Okay, so perform the following activities. So, mas maganda kung sa graphing paper na lang para hindi kayo mahirapan. Para naman sa long pad. Basta may ruler tayo. Ayan. Sige. This is an example, mga anak, of a distance time graph of a walking person. Okay. So, question, what can you see about the motion of a walking person? Okay. Nagsimula siya dito 0. Okay. From 0 to 5. Okay. This is the second point. Okay. So, hindi po, mga anak, sa pag-analyze ng ating what you call this time graph or distance time graph, hindi po pwede, mga anak, na let's say itong second point. Okay? Ayan po sir ay 5. Itong horizontal, mga anak, is yung time ha, and then yung vertical is yun yung distance. Baka sabihin niyo itong second point, this dot, is 5. Hindi nga niya katapat eh. Okay, so let's say it's 3 seconds. Okay, kasi ang ating 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then dito, yung distance is 0, 10, 20. Okay, so let's say this one. Okay, nasa gitna, it's 5. Okay, dapat ganun. Kaya nga, dapat mga mamanster, padalahan nyo sila ng graphing paper para makita, kasi may mga lines sa graphing paper, madaling mag-interpret ng data. Ano pa? Okay. Sige, what can you see about the motion of the walking person here? Okay, pataas, walang bumaba, mga anak. So puro pataas, continuous. So as time increases, okay, as time increases, habang tumataas yung time, from 0 naging 30, nakaabot siya dito. Okay, anong nangyayari sa distance? Tumataas din ba yung distance? Tingnan yung mga dot yung katapat. Okay, this one is 10. Okay. Habang tumataas yung time, tumataas din. Okay. As time increases, the distance of the walking person increases uniformly. Okay. So, sige. Kayo naman ang mag-plot. Okay. So, for the instructions, plot the tabulated data in a graphing paper, then answer the question using the data sheet or the data set rather, data set. So, ito yung ating data, mga anak, data for a bicycle's motion. Yung gagawa natin ng um, distance time graph, yung bicycle. Okay, yung nagbabike. Okay. You have to plot the tabulated data, distance, and time. So, gagawa muna tayo, mga anak, ng horizontal line. Yung pahiga. That's your time. Lagyan natin time. Turuan yung mga answer, time. And then, yung vertical naman, that's the distance. Okay. Yung ating point, yung pinakauna, dun sa pinaka parang dito. Okay, yan. It's 0, 0. Dito ang 0 din ng time, dito din ang 0 ng distance. Second point dito ng time muna natin. This one is 2. Anong sunod sa 0? 2. Ayun. Anong sunod sa 2? 4. Okay, then 6, 8, 10, 12. Then sa distance naman natin, ilagay natin. Sun is 4, okay, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Okay, let's say naggawa nyo na yung ating data. Ayan. So, walang number yung akin, ano. Pero dapat may mga number to mga anak, ha? Okay. Ayan. Okay, so meron na tayong na-plot. Okay. Ayan. Sige. So, describe the graph. What does it show regarding the motion of the bicycle? Ito yung graph natin, mga anak. What does it show regarding the motion of the bicycle? Okay. So, sabi dyan, the distance increases uniformly with time. Pag ganito lagi, ganun ang sagot, mga anak. Ano? Okay. So, ito na mga anak, yung sinasabi ko, may number. Dapat may number. Nalagyan ko pala dito. Ayan. So, ito 0 to 2. Ito yung first point, 0. Kasi nagsimula tayo sa initial point. And then 2. Okay. 4, 6, 8, 10. Pero mga anak, hindi laging yung dot or yung point natin is sakto talaga dun sa number. Minsan. Minsan hindi yan sumasakto. Okay? Ayan. So, sige. Determine the slope of the graph for different time intervals. Isosolve natin yung slope. At alam ko naman na alam nyo pa din kung paano mag-solve ng slope. Okay, so tingnan natin yung formula ng slope. This one. Okay, so mga anak, we already plot. Meron na tayong na-plot, okay, na motion graph. And as you can see in your graph, makikita natin yung constant movement ng object. Okay, ng bicycle. From dito yung 0, the initial position, and then yung final position. So, kukunin natin, okay, yung ating velocity or yung bilis ng bicycle. Papatunayan natin kung constant ba yung movement. Okay, or yung bilis ng velocity. Kasi as this graph, okay, this graph shows that the movement of the object is in uniform motion or in constant motion. Hindi nagbabago. Pero syempre, kailangan natin ng patunay. We will solve it. At yung ating data, lagi tayong may time interval dito. From 0 to 2, ito yung ating time interval. This position, 2 to 4, 4 to 6, 6 to 8, 8 to 10, and 10 to 12. And then dito naman sa distance, we have 0 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 12. Pero unahin natin muna syempre yung oras niya from 0 to 2. Gaano siya kabilis doon sa posisyon na yon. Pero ang ilalagay nating distance, of course, is 0 to 4. Okay, so for distance, naka-meter po siya and sa time is seconds. So yung gagamitin nating formula is ito yung sa slope, okay, yung rise and run, okay, yung meron tayo ditong formula. Okay, we have final distance minus initial distance and then yung ating final time minus initial time or D2 minus D1 over T2 minus T1. Okay, so 0 to 2 muna tayo. Mag-aano lang naman tayo mga anak, substitute. Okay, ng mga values. Okay, so since ito na yung formula natin, napakadali ng mag-solve. Okay, so let's substitute. Okay, so this one, sir, saan po nakuha yung 4 meter? Okay, so nakuha natin mga anak yung 4 meter because that's the final distance, D2. Okay, sir, saan po nakuha yung 0 meter? Yun yung initial distance mga anak. Dito, 0. Okay, sir, saan po nakuha yung 2 seconds? Ito mga anak, dito. Yun yung kanyang final time. Sir or T2, saan naman yung initial time? 0 anak dito. So, magma-minus lang tayo. 4 minus 0 is 4. 2 minus 0 is 2. Then 4 divided by 2 is 2 meter per second. Okay, so the velocity, okay, or slope of this point here is 2 meter per second. Tingnan natin doon. Pag hindi yan 2 meter per second, ibig sabihin hindi na uniform. Okay, yung movement ng bicycle. Okay, mga mamansur pala alala, yung nandun po kasi sa LE is yun yung kinapapaste ko dun sa previous PowerPoint. So, while checking, kasi before ako mag-record, chinek ko muna, and then nakita ko is, yung solution pala dun sa lesson exemplars. Tama naman, pero hindi nga lang tugma doon sa data na nilagay nila doon sa learning activity sheets. So, binago ko. So, ito na yung pinakatama po. Though tama yung solution doon sa LE, kaso nga lang, hindi tugma doon sa tabulated data. Pero syempre, kailangan nating maging tugma kasi mga grade 7 to para hindi sila malito. So anyway, second time interval, 2 to 4, mga anak, 2 to 4. Okay, ibig sabihin yung ating distance is 4 to 8. So, sige. D2 minus D1, T2 minus T1. So, sige. So, yung ating initial, yung ating final distance is 8 dito. Kasi 4 to 8 tayo mga anak, no? And then yung ating initial distance is 4 meters. Yung ating final time is 4 seconds. Initial time is 2 seconds. 8 minus 4 is 4. And then 4 minus 2 is 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2 meter per second. So, 2 meter per second pa din yung galaw. Nagbago yung bilis? Hindi. Diba? Kita natin. Second, letter C. Okay, so time interval 4 to 6 and then 8 to 12. Sige, substitute tayo. So 12 minus 8 is 4. And then 6 minus 4 is 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2 meter per second pa din yung sa point na to sa C. Okay, so ganun pa din yung bilis. Okay. Nagbago? Wala. It's uniform pa din, constant ano. Next, we have 6 to 8 naman. And then yung 6 to 8, ang katumbas nun ay ano po? Okay, it's 12 to 16. So, sige. Ayan. So, substitute lamang. Okay, 2 meter per second pa din. And then yung E, 8 to 10 time interval, 6 to 20. Okay, it's 2 meter per second. Ganun din yung sa dulo, sa letter F. Okay, so makikita natin dito na yung galaw ng object is constant or uniform. So, pag ganito pala mga anak yung slope or steepness sa graph, uniform. Okay, yung takbo ng yung object. Okay, sige. So, describe the graph of distance versus time. So, sige. So, the distance increases uniformly with time. Ano? Okay, as time increases, distance also increases. Okay, what does the slope of a distance time graph represent? The slope represents the speed. Okay, kung gaano siya kabilis. Okay, and that slope is a positive. Positive. Okay, what is the total distance traveled by the body based on the graph? It's 24 meters. Okay, so sige. Next, 24 mga anak, balikan natin. Ayan, 24 yung total distance. Ayan, so what is the total time of travel? 12 seconds. 12 seconds yung pinakadulo. Okay? And then, what is the average speed of the bicycle? Okay, it's 2 meter per second. Yun yung nakita natin. Sinulog pa natin ano, average speed. Compare the slope. Okay, compare the slope. Total distance traveled in number 3 with the average speed you calculated in number 5. Okay, the average speed is the same as the calculated slope of the graph, di ba? Yung average speed niya is parehas. Okay, doon sa calculated slopes of the graph. Ano? So, this means that the bicycle has uniform motion. O, yun yung sinasabi natin. Pag the same yung average speed doon sa ating slope, okay, yun ay may uniform motion. Sige, comparing distance time graph and displacement time graph. Compare natin mga ano. Syempre, kung may distance time graph, meron din tayong displacement time graph. Okay, so sige. Pag sinabi natin mga anak na distance time graph, shows how far an object has traveled in total over time. Kung gaano lang kahaba, wala siyang pakialam kung bumalik, lumiko, or kung ano man. Wala siyang pake sa direction. Yun yung ating distance. Kung gaano yung hinahaba ng nilakad mo, bumalik ka man, pauli-uli ka, that's your total distance. Okay. So, distance never decreases. Yun yung sabi ko. It never decreases. It's always increasing. Okay. The graph is always straight or upward. Laging straight or medyo pag, let's say, horizontal, ibig sabihin tumigil, pero never siyang bababa. Okay. The graph is always a straight or upward slanting line or flat if the object stops, but never downward. Walang distance na nag-downward sa graph. It's always pataas. The slope of the graph represent the speed. Okay. Yung slope po doon sa graph natin, kasi distance yon, edi speed kasi scalar, diba? Diba? Okay, sige. Pag tayo nagsasolve ng speed, iga ang ating ano, distance over time. So, sa distance, speed yung slope. Okay, so displacement time graph naman shows how far the object is from its starting point and in what direction. May starting point siya at merong direction. So, pwede siyang mabawasan. Let's say, 20 meter, pumunta ka sa school. Bumalik ka. Ay, di zero ang displacement. Okay? At may ano kasi siya may direction. Okay. Sinasagot din niya kasi yung direction kasi siya yung vector quantity. Okay. Displacement can increase. Pwede siyang tumaas din naman. Stay the same. Pwede rin. Or decrease. Ito, pwede siyang mag-decrease. Okay, pwede tayong mag-minus dito. Okay. It can go up, pwedeng tumas, yung graph, flat, pwede ring down, depending on the movement relative to the origin of the object. Ano? Okay, and then the slope. Yung slope po nung graph sa displacement time graph is not speed, it's velocity. Nakukuha. Okay, sige. So, let's start with this one. Distance time graph shows how far. Sabi ko na nga ba? Ito, how far. Okay, ito, tingnan natin yung mga sample ng distance time graph. Okay, meron tayong horizontal. Ibig sabihin yan, nakatigil lang yung object. Hindi siya gumagalaw. Okay, second time graph ito, tumaas. Ibig sabihin, papataas yung distance. Pero itong third graph, bumaba. Is it an example of distance time graph? No, hindi siya example ng distance time graph. Okay, yung first one is slope is 0. Kasi yung object to naka-at rest. Dito naman sa pangalawa, slope is positive. Kasi constant yung velocity. Speed rather, speed ha. Speed tayo sa distance time graph. Okay. And then, dito naman sa ating position 3, slope is negative. Okay, pero ito ay applicable lamang sa displacement time graph. Okay, did you get it? Okay, tandaan natin sa ating distance time graph, ang slope niya is speed. Okay. Hindi siya velocity. Hindi ko lang napautan tong velocity. Kinopya ko lang din yung example kasi ng sa um, what do you call this, velocity graph. Pero, yung ating kasi example sa LE din, hindi match. Kaya hindi ko din kinuha. Ayan. So, sige, displacement time graph. Papalitan nyo lang yung mga anak ha. Slope is 0, speed is 0. Slope is positive, speed is constant. Pero itong dalawa lang yung applicable sa distance time graph. Sa displacement time graph, yung tatlo applicable. Parehas. Okay, at sa displacement time graph, yung slope natin, ang dinidescribe ay yung velocity na. Okay, so tingnan natin yung position. Okay, pwede kasi siyang at rest lang, tumaas, bumaba. Sige. So, example natin ng displacement time graph. Tingnan niyo mga anak, may bumaba ano? Okay, sige. So, ito yung ating slope at ang kanyang velocity dito is 6 meter per second. Okay, so tingnan natin. It's once travel. Okay, sige. So, doon sa AB, from position A to position B, ang A niya, okay, ang kanyang displacement is 60. Ang kanyang time is 10 seconds. Okay. So, edi ang ating gagawin, AB kasi yon, this one, isosolve natin, ano, titingnan natin kung anong slope siya, kung positive or negative. Kasi siya ay pantay. Pag ganun nga, ano ang slope? Balikan natin. It's 0, ano? So, ganyan. So, 0 dito tayo. Ang velocity niya ay 0 meter per second. Bakit sure naging 0 meter per second? Wait lang, i-copy na lang natin para magets ninyo. Copy-paste ko tong graph. Okay. Okay, dito. Medyo maliit lang. Papalitin natin para mas makita natin yung data. Saan ko siya pwedeng ilagay dito? Displacement time. Ayan. Sige. Ayan. So, sige. Position AB or section AB, slope is 0. Ang velocity dyan nyo ay 0 meter per second. Bakit? 0, sir. Okay, AB tayo mga anak, 60. Okay, meron tayong initial and final. So, yung distance natin, D2 minus D1. Okay, 60 minus 60, 0. Okay, ang time natin, 10. Okay, nagbabago ba yung time? Sige, 10. Dito ay 15. O kung ito man, analyze natin, 10, 15, 20. Itong gitna ay 15. O sige, 10 minus 15, ay di 15. Pero pag nag-divide tayo, 0 divided by 5 is equal to 0 pa din. Okay, kasi velocity yan. So, dito sa ating position, 0. Kasi yung velocity, kasi anong ibig sabihin ng 0, mga anak? Nakatigil yung object dito. Hindi gumalaw yung distance, pero yung oras gumagalaw kasi hindi naman natin pwedeng patigilin yung oras. Okay, di ba? Okay, and then yung type of motion, at rest. Nakatigil siya yung object, kaya 0 yung velocity. Pangalawa naman, BC. Okay, BC. Yung kanyang distance, or displacement rather, kasi tayo ay velocity na, no? Displacement, 60. Okay. And then, yung time niya is, let's say, 15. Okay, ito. Yung C naman, C, okay, ang kanyang displacement, biglang bumaba, naging 0. Okay, tingnan natin dito, mga anak, 0. Tapos, ang kanyang time, 30. Okay, so sige, mag-minus tayo. BC. Okay, 50. Ang unahin mo natin ay yung placement. Okay, 0, D2. minus 60. Okay, so 60 over time naman is, ano po? It's 15. Okay, and then 30. Okay, so 15 ano? Okay, so kanina 60 divided by 15. What is your answer? It's 4 meter per second ano? Okay, kasi magma-minus tayo. Naging negative yung ano kasi tayo, 0 minus um 60 kanina is negative 60. Okay. And then, dinivide natin. So, gagayahin lang natin yung um, sign. Okay. So, kaya naging negative for 60 negative 60 divided by um, 15 is negative 4 meter per second. Ipakita nyo na lang, Ma'am Answer, yung solution para hindi sila malito. So, yung atin dito, velocity is constant. Okay. Sige, next. CD. Okay, so CD naman. Okay, 30. Okay, 30 yung kanyang time, yung C, and then yung distance niya ay 0. And then yung D naman, yung time ay 40, pero ang kanyang distance ay, ano po, let's say, 40. Okay, 40 yung kanyang distance, negative 40. Compute natin. Okay, so negative po yung kanyang slope kasi pababa. Okay, pababa. Hindi ko pa na-explain kayo. Kaya negative yung slope is pababa. Okay, so ano naman yung velocity? Okay, CD ha. So CD, yung kanyang D1, detour muna, yung kanyang D2 is negative 40 at ang kanyang D1 is 0. So negative 40 minus 0 is negative 40. Okay, and then over yung time naman, C. Ayan, 30 seconds and then 40 is the T2. So 40 minus 30 is 10. Okay, so negative 40 divided by 10 is negative 4 meter per second. So dito pa rin, velocity is constant. And then we have DE. Okay, so dito naman sa DE po natin, positive na siya kasi papataas na, no? Okay, so here, okay, yung DE, yung kanyang distance is 40. Okay, and then negative 40, and then yung kanyang D2 is E, okay, which is 0. And then yung kanyang time ay, ano ang time niya? Okay, let's say, yung time niya is 40, yung sa D. Okay? And then yung sa ES, let's say 55. Okay. So, distance, okay, 0 minus negative 40 is equal to negative 40 divided by, okay, ano naman yung time? Okay, so, ang kanyang time is 40 at ang kanyang final is 55. So, 55 minus 40 is 15. Okay, so i-divide natin. Okay, so 40, okay, negative 40 divided by 15 is 2.67. Okay, ayan. And then ang kanyang type of motion is velocity is constant. Okay, so dapat may problem solving talaga kayong ipakita dito mga ma'am and sir. Kasi para mas nagets nila mga bata. Ang hirap lang din kasi naman dito na wala akong pansulat. Pero anyway, madali lang naman siya. Magde-divide lang naman tayo. Okay, ng mga time interval. Okay, so anyway, let's continue. Nakakalito ano? So, activity number 5, wheels on the jeep go round and round. Okay, so mag-aano lang tayo, gagawa lang din tayo ng displacement time graph. Okay, and then ilalagay lang din natin yung mga points. Okay, so sige. Magsasolve ulit tayo ng time interval dito mga anak. Okay, so the graph has varying slopes. The jeepney has varying motion. Dito is constant, tapos bigla siyang tumigil ba? Siguro may pinasakay, and then umarangkada ulit. Okay, so sige. So, solve tayo mga anak. 0 to 1 interval muna ang gagamitin natin. Okay? Ito yung ating interval, 0 to 1. Okay, it's 5 meter per second. So, substitute lang natin. Okay, 0 to 1 and then 0 to 5. So, 5 minus 0 and then 1 minus 0. Okay, 5 divided by 1 is 5 meter per second. Next, okay, 1 to 2 time interval. Ito, yung 1 to 2 and then 5 to 10. Okay, and then 10 minus 5, 5. 2 minus 1 is 1. So 5 divided by 1 is 5 meter per second. Okay, C. Pagdating sa letter C, kakaiba. Naging 0 mga anak. Bakit? Okay, kasi ang ating time interval 2 to 3. 2 to 3. Okay, and then we have 10. Tumigil lang anak, ang kanyang displacement ay 10. Hindi tayo magiging 10 to 15 kasi ito naman yung point. Dapat magkakatapat sila. Okay, so 10 minus 10 is 0. And then, ating time is 3 minus 2 is 1. So 0 divided by 1 is 0. Okay. So next, sa D. Okay, ang time interval naman natin ay 3 to 4. Okay, 0 pa din kasi hindi umalis. Okay, yung G. Okay, 10 minus 10, 0. So, 0 ano. Ayan, so 4 to 5 naman, yung time interval. Ito na mga anak, 4 to 5. Okay, kasi 15 minus 10 is 5. And then, 5 minus 4 is 1. Okay, 5 divided by 1 is 5 meter per second. So here, describe the motion of the jeepney based on the displacement time graph. The jeepney has non-uniform motion. Non-uniform. Kasi tingnan niyo yung slope. I-observe ninyo. Tumaas, tumigil, tumaas. Non-uniform yon. Kasi pag uniform, dapat tuloy-tuloy. Ano? What do slopes represent? The slope represents the velocity. Kasi displacement time graph yan. Ano? What do the slopes indicate regarding the motion of the jeepney? The jeepney has changing velocity. 5, naging 0, and then naging 5 ulit. Okay, describe the motion of the jeepney based on the calculated slopes for different time interval in number 3. The jeepney has positive constant velocity, 0 to 2, then it stops, 2 to 4, and finally it moves at positive constant velocity. Okay, wala po tayong naging negative, ano, kasi wala naman bumaba. Okay, in a displacement time graph, what does a positive slope mean? A zero slope, a negative slope. Okay, in the displacement time graph, a positive slope means positive velocity. Zero, ibig sabihin, tumigil, or slope means zero velocity at rest. And yung negative means negative velocity, bumaba. Okay, so we are done on that. Thank you so much. Okay, so for our formative assessment, answer the following questions briefly. What information can be obtained from the distance time graph? Distance time graph, ah. Okay, distance time graph gives a visual representation of the object's motion from the graph. Okay, we can obtain how far the object has traveled at a given time and speed of the object. Sa distance time graph, pwede nating makita kung gaano ka layo, kung gaano kabilis yung speed. Okay, given sa time. Okay, and then, what does the slope of a distance time graph represent? It represents the average speed. Pag displacement time graph, it represents the average velocity. How do we interpret the motion of the object from the shape of its distance time graph? Okay, a displacement time graph that slants to the right has a constant positive slope, pataas. It shows that the body is moving away from its original position at its constant speed. A straight line graph, okay, a straight line graph that slants to the left has a constant negative slope, and it shows that the body is moving back to its original position at a constant speed. A line graph that has a zero slope shows that the body is at rest. Okay, lagi lang natin tatandaan yung tatlong posisyon. Yung pataas, pababa, and then yung straight. Okay, nakukuha ninyo mga anak yung horizontal straight. Okay, basta pag distance time graph, that's for speed. Pag displacement time graph, that's for velocity. Pag distance time graph, ang applicable lang na graph yung pataas, yung pahiga. Pag displacement time graph, yung tatlo yung applicable. Yung pahiga, pataas, pababa. Okay? What is the difference between average speed and instantaneous speed? How do we calculate instantaneous speed from a distance time graph? Correct. Instantaneous speed is the speed of an object at a particular instant or time. Yun yung kung ano yung speed mo at that moment. Yun yung instantaneous. While average speed is the ratio of the total distance. Kung gaano, yun yung yung total talaga, kaano ka katagal. Yun yung ating average speed. Okay, kukunin kung gaano katagal ka sa buong biyahe. Okay, instantaneous speed can be determined by drawing a tangent line at a particular point on a curve and calculating the slope of this tangent line. The slope of this tangent line is the object's instantaneous speed at the particular point. The speedometer reading in a vehicle gives this instantaneous speed. Let's say, balikan natin mga anak itong point na to. Graph. Ayan. Ito, 0 to 1. Kanina. Okay. Balikan natin. Ito. Letter A. Ayan, 0 to 1 time interval. Okay, so ibig sabihin yung instantaneous velocity or speed mo is 5 meter per second. You are running 5 meter per second at this point. Pero pag ang kukunin natin yung average velocity or speed, yung kabuoan. Okay, sige. Ay, we are done on this one. Sige. Number 4 na tayo question, ano? Ayan. Ayan, so thank you so much mga anak. Thank you so much and hopefully that you learned something today.